Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Miami Marlins taking on the Cleveland Guardians. Today, all eyes are on the mound as we've got a pitcher who's been absolutely on fire lately. In fact, in his recent outings, he's been nearly untouchable, Singy.
Oh, you're not kidding, Boog. Opponents have looked lost against this guy, and the way he's pitching, it doesn't look like he's slowing down anytime soon.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go. Today's starting pitcher, Luis Ortiz. And Chris, he's a guy that gets better when things get tough.
Well, it hasn't been a great year so far in terms of ERA, but he's had some decent games, and there have been some flashes of greatness, if you will. We'll see today if he's able to get ahead of hitters and perhaps get some swings and misses, put himself in a position to bring that ERA down, because you know in the back of his mind, beyond the W, he wants to have a better earned run average.
And there's one down. And time now for the Marlins lineup. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, MJ Melendez.
And he's leading them in runs batted in this season, which tells me this guy is able to slow things down when it seems like there's a little bit of pressure, and he's looking at it as an opportunity to do damage. You know, a lot of guys, they see runners on base and they get big. They feel like all this pressure, I've got to get these runs in, but somehow he seems to settle into these situations. So watch out when he comes to the plate.
That's outside. And the count is 3-1. The Marlins would love to get a win in this one to boost their postseason hopes. That's ball four. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
So here's Wade now. Runner on the go. And he hits a ground ball right side. Throws to first.
He's out.
No chance of the double play with the runner in motion.
Still a couple of months to go, Boog, but there's definitely a little more energy and pressure around each game right now. A win here would be a nice shot of momentum.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And now the DH, MJ Melendez. The 1-1. Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. Kjerstad settles under it and makes the catch. And that is that. One left for Miami. And now the Guardians will see what their bats can do in a scoreless ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. And we're back. And today on the hill, Max Meyer.
Well, what quickly stands out to me for this guy is that he comes in with a 3-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio on the season. So when you consider consistency, the ability to get swings and misses and to limit base runners, that's critical in winning games today, especially when teams are depending on the big swing, the home run to win ball games.
Bottom of the first. So in now for Cleveland, Steven Kwan. Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. Rojas makes the grab, and there's one away. And let's take a look at the lineup. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent. And you always seem to see a team like this. They come to the ballpark, they know how to get down to business, and they understand what the job is at hand.
One down, base is empty. And it's even up.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Next offering is downstairs.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
1 out, base is empty. And that one in the air center field. Rojas puts it away for the out. And there's 2 away.
Batting third, the third baseman.
2 down, base is empty. Here's Jose Ramirez. 2 outs, base is empty. Swing and a miss as he was out front. Nowadays, with advanced metrics and increased use of moving the infielders around, defense isn't necessarily about making errors. Are you able to get to the ball? Are you able to position fielders where guys hit the ball, but within the... He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Guardians go down 1-2-3. Scoreless after one. Top of the second, and now for the Marlins, Blake Sabol. Sabol went deep in his most recent game. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. Joe McDonald, our umpire behind the dish.
Yeah, Boog, Joey Mack. Sometimes a little tough to figure out. We may see some hitters and pitchers asking him where a pitch was here or there, but most of the time he keeps it reasonable.
Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
He was all over that one. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
Here's the left fielder, Taylor Ward. Liner, caught it second.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
And at the plate for Miami, Trey Sweeney. Singing when the year's over, he'll have a new career high for RBIs in a season. On the ground to short, could be two. Glove flip to second, on to Bush. It's a double play. One hit in the inning, but no one left. Now to the bottom of the second. We're tied, 0-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom half of inning number 2. Here's the catcher, Bo Naylor. And there's a foul ball. Kicks and fires. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Just missed.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Set down on strikes. Frozen with a backdoor slider.
Well, that's a pitch, that slider from an opposite-handed pitcher that you usually see very well, but for some reason he didn't pick it up, and it just kind of got into the strike zone late. Gave up on it a little bit early.
Hauls it in, and there's 2 away. Now, Heston Kjerstad. No score here in the second. Popped up. Stop. Should have this one. Makes the catch, inning over. Nothing across here this half. We played 2 full. No score. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. That one the other way. To first, and 1 away in the top of the 3rd. Here's Bobby Dahlbeck. It's interesting he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of this struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
Johan Rojas, the next up for the Marlins. Ground ball up the middle. Throws to first in time.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
This is Bryson Stott.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
And a base hit, and they take the lead.
Well done. Drives in the run. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Here's Lamont Wade Jr. On the ground to third. Tosses across to first, and that is that. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 1-0. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. Next offering is in for a strike.
Pretty good pitch. Backed up a little bit, expecting it to go middle away, and it just sort of stayed on the inside corner. Probably good take, because he would have gotten jammed had he swung the bat. Well, kind of a weird pitch and a weird swing on that strikeout. It's just a slider that caught a lot of the plate. I'd say a very hittable location. But in the box, I think he just gave up on it way too early. And by the time he realized it was dropping into the zone, he just fires off a really poor swing.
And here is Sosa to the plate. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The 1-2. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Here's Tyler Freeman to hit. Now a check swing, but he held up. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Full count.
Founds another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. 9 straight retired here to start the game. It's the Marlins 1 and the Guardians nothing. Back now at Progressive Field. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, MJ Melendez. Next offering is fouled back. Popped up. Sosa makes the grab, 1 away. Blake Sabol, the next up for the Marlins. All right, Singy, trivia time. Back when this ballpark opened, 1994, one future Hall of Famer hit the first triple in the park, and another hit the first homer by a Cleveland player. Think you know who they were?
Okay, I know that Ken Griffey Jr. hit the first triple here, but first homer for Cleveland. Give me a hint.
Switch hitter. That's all you're getting.
Oh, dude. Eddie Murray, no doubt.
Bam. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. No throw, and he reaches safely. And the batter will be the shortstop, Trey Sweeney. 2 outs. In the air, right field. Nabs it, and that is that. Marlins leave one, but they still lead it 1-0. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings.
The left fielder, defense.
And that's off the inside edge. 3-1 now. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
Full count.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. Home run number 15 on the year. It's 1-1.
Those are the at-bats that leave pitchers exhausted. He had to throw a lot of pitches and still gave up the long ball. That's a bad combo. When you see a guy take a slider on the outside part of the plate and hit an opposite field home run, fires you up because not only is he flexing the muscles to show the pop, that kind of approach, you'll hit for a high average as well.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Bo Bichette up to the dish. That one missed.
Bo just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run, go back to work, focus on this next batter.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. In the air, right side. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter. And a tough one at that.
Now it's Jose Ramirez. That's inside. There's a strike.
2-2.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
Bo Naylor at the plate now. On the ground right side, and that's just foul. 2 down, nobody on. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. The 1-2. Ground ball to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Solo shot for the Guardians this inning. All even now at 1-1. Major League Baseball is on the show. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Back to the mound. He's got it. Tosses to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
Bobby Dahlbeck getting ready to hit. All tied up, and we're at the top of the 5th.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low. Throwing the ball very well right now.
Makes the grab for the 2nd out. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Johan Rojas. The 1-1 is fouled off. Up the middle, Bichette on the run, throw to first, and they get the out. So they make short work of them there. Home half of the 5th coming up. All tied 1-1. And here's the first baseman, Michael Busch.
The first baseman,
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Hauls it in for the out. And a quick out, number 1.
now batting, right fielder, S.
And up next for Cleveland, Heston Kjerstad. Just missed. Swing and a miss. It's 2-2.
This game has
Two
been so
balls,
tight.
two
Feels
strikes.
like the next team to score will win it.
Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And that's 6 Ks for him in this one.
Now batting, the second
Now a chance for Cedric Mullins. Swing and a miss. That's strike 2.
1-2.
And a foul ball. He stays alive. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Nothing doing for the Guardians there. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Now it's the second baseman, Bryson Stott. You think back to 2017, and Cleveland set a major league record. 22 consecutive wins they had. It was capped off with a 10-inning walk-off win. Pretty amazing streak and a big part of the history of this yard.
Boog, and I remember early in that season covering them and talking to their staff and players, and they didn't feel like they had really clicked yet. Now, when I went back to do some research, looking at metrics like base runs, I realized they weren't scoring runs at the rate in which the data was saying they should be at. So the numbers were saying it was just a matter of time until they would take off. Little did we know that it would convert into a 22-game winning streak, and it took the baseball world by storm.
I love when you talk nerd to me. One down, base is empty. And that's way high. Ball 2.
2-1.
Ripped on a line to center. Makes the grab. 2 down. And now here's the Marlins DH, MJ Melendez. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top half of the 6th. Up the middle, Sosa. Jump throw across his body. It's there, and that's a great play. 3 up, 3 down that time. 8-9-1 scheduled in the bottom of the 6th. All tied 1-1. It's that time of the season. Let's check out some notable trade candidates. Check swing, called strike.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. Wade hauls it in, and there's one away.
The center fielder, number 2, Tyler Freeman.
Stepping up for the Guardians, Tyler Freeman. He's a guy, Chris, whose highlights include some of the best throws from the outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms of the sport. And he walked him.
Take your base.
Yeah, the infielders and the catcher can never give up on a play, because if this guy thinks he has a chance, he's going to throw it from the warning track if he has to.
Here's the Cleveland leadoff hitter, Stephen Kwan. With the go-ahead run at first here in the bottom of the 6th. Swung on, belted. Into the corner, but foul. And a swing and a miss. That's his 8th strikeout of the game. Bo Bichette gets a chance to hit. Having more success against left-handed pitching this season, as might be expected. Two outs. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Whiff number 9 for him in this game. 9. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left. 7th inning coming up. All tied 1-1.
Now pitching.
Emmanuel Clase will take over here.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
And here is Blake Sabol.
The catcher, Blake Sabol.
Up the middle, Bichette. Sends it to first. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
The left fielder, Taylor.
And up next for Miami, Taylor Ward. And that just misses. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. All tied up here in the top half of inning number 7. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That's back there. And that one is gone. He'll touch them all. His 13th home run of the season. Just like that, they move in front. It's 2-1.
So frustrating for any pitcher. Finished outside the zone, and he still managed to get punished with the home run. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
So digging in, Trey Sweeney. Yeah, that's in for a strike. Going to count 1-2. The shortstop takes the ball. That misses, and the count's full. And down on strikes he goes. That's out number 2.
That's just a nasty pitch right there, and I'm not surprised at all that he got the strikeout looking. You know, at the plate, looks like it's a fastball off the corner the entire way until just that very last second when that cutting action takes over and brings it back to clip the outside corner. You just got to tip your cap sometimes, but overall, that's just a nasty pitch.
Puts it in the air out towards left center. Kwan makes the play, and that'll do it. One for the Marlins on the solo shot. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Jose Ramirez digs in for the Guardians. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot.
And a swing and a miss. So he cracks double digits with his 10th strikeout. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. I mean, you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight.
George Soriano on to pitch out of the pen here.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Holding on to a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. There's a strike at the knees. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He couldn't commit to the slider. Tried to sit in between. Just not able to put the bat on the ball.
And now the first baseman, Michael Bush. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike. Looking to get the tying run on base. Chases that one out of the zone. Guardians go down in order. Guardians fail to score. And our score remains 2-1. So Cleveland brings on a new reliever, Trevor Stephan.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And now for the Marlins, Bobby Dahlbeck. There's a swing and a drive. And it hits the fence. Around first, heading for 2. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Digging in, Johan Rojas. Man at second. Line drive out towards left field. That's a base hit. Now a long throw home. The tag out.
Well, they were trying to put the pressure on him right there. Try to score from second base on that base hit. And I tell you what, really nice job by the defense. They got it in quick enough. Cut him off at the plate. Nice job.
And at the plate for Miami, Bryson Stott. The 2-1.
Ball.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Second walk of the game for him, and he's been really patient at the plate. A game plan that he's sticking to. He's just not going outside of what he's looking for up there.
2 on, 1 out. The man they call Late Night Lamont steps in. That one is absolutely belted. And it's gone. And Late Night Lamont crushes one out. It's 5-1.
He's really seeing the ball well lately. Good things are going to happen when you're locked in like this. A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Trevor Stephan is done, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. The Guardians going with a new pitcher, Tim Herrera.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
MJ Melendez, the next up for the Marlins. Right side, Sosa. Throw to first in time.
The batter, the catcher, Sabol.
2 outs, base is empty. And here's the catcher, Blake Sabol. 2 gone, base is empty, but 3 runs across, and we're in the top of the 8th. In the air, left field, down the line. Kwan tracks it down for the out. But the Marlins get 3 on the homer. It's now 5-1. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. On the mound now, Jared Koenig.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. That's back there. Onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Now back, the designated hitter,
Cedric Mullins digs in now. 1 down, base is empty. There's the strike. 95 of that one.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's 2 down.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Booth, get back on track. His team needs him.
So in now for Cleveland, Edmundo Sosa. The 1-1 is fouled off. That's to third. Dahlbeck slings it across, and that ends the inning. The Guardians go down in order. They're down here 5-1. Taylor Ward now at the plate. Outside low, and it's 2-1. Movement in the pen for the Guardians. Sem Roberts getting loose out there. Ciccone getting loose as well. And that one is lifted in the air. And that will fall. And a good start to the inning.
Just a total nightmare for lefties. I'd be very surprised to see that matchup again. You know what they say, he couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that, and certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and dropped it in there.
Man at first, nobody out. Trey Sweeney, the next up for the Marlins. Swing and a miss. Now 1-2. Ward gets his lead at first with nobody out. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out. And up next for Miami, Dylan Cruz. Swing and a line drive ripped right center field. This looks like extra bases. Coming home. 1 run is in. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Relay throw home. He'll score. 2 runs are in. It's 7-1.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
Here's the third baseman, Bobby Dahlbeck. Man at second. Swing and a ground ball. Throw off line. He's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away.
That's a play you expect your shortstop to make pretty much every time. Pretty routine. Hard to tell if he didn't get a great grip on it or the mechanics on him just broke down, but that gives this offense an extra out to work with.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he will make a move to dip into the Guardians bullpen. Tim Herrera won't go any further, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. Yoel Payamps gets the ball now. He last pitched 2 days ago. Back to the top of the order. And the batter now, Johan Rojas. Into center. Makes a nice running catch. 1 away.
Nothing instills more confidence in a team than a center fielder who makes a great play like that on the run. They can feed off the energy he brings just from his playmaking abilities.
Now the number 2 hitter, Bryson Stott. Bichette over to second for 1, and it's a double play to end the inning. They put 2 on the board, 3 hits, 1 error, and 1 left on. And 9-1-2 scheduled to lead off the bottom of the 9th. It's the Marlins 7 and the Guardians 1. And now the center fielder, Tyler Freeman. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. On the ground to third, but it kicks foul. This one in the air center field. Rojas moving under it. 1 down. And now Stephen Kwan. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. And now 1-2. The Guardians with a lot of ground to make up. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. In the air, right field. Cruz settles underneath it, and he makes the catch. And there are 2 down. So they're down to their final out. Next to hit, Bo Bichette. Two down, nobody on. Lined into right. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Marlins take game 1 of the series on the road.
Well, there was no letdown after they got to 10 wins. Came out today, pushed it to 11. The opposition looks disgusted from the other side of the field. They respect the talent that's over there, but they also think that this is a lucky team. Well, that's the thing about baseball. You've got to be good and you've got to be lucky. Right now, they're clicking on all cylinders, and they're just going to ride it as long as it'll last.
And a 7-1 finish in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying